The legend returns. The roar, the raw power, and the unmistakable presence of a true motocross icon, the Kawasaki KX 500 is back for 2025. And this time, it's faster, smarter, and meaner than ever. After years of whispers, renderings, and rumors, Kawasaki has done the unthinkable, resurrecting one of the most feared and revered two-strokes of all time. But this isn't just a throwback. It's a complete reinvention. In this video, we're going deep into everything that makes the 2025 KX 500 one of the most anticipated dirt bikes of the decade, from its modern engineering to its old-school soul. We'll cover the design, performance, riding impressions, specs, tech, pricing, and more. Strap in. The king is back. The legendary legacy. The original Kawasaki KX 500 was introduced in the early 1980s and instantly cemented its place in motocross history. Known for its brute force 499 cubic centimeters two-stroke engine, the KX 500 became a mainstay in desert racing, GNCC, and open-class motocross. It wasn't just fast. It was borderline violent. Riders respected it. Racers feared it. And mechanics, well, they had their hands full. It was retired in 2004, a victim of tightening emissions regulations and the rise of four-strokes. But the legend only grew. The KX 500 became a cult classic, with enthusiasts rebuilding, modifying, and racing these monsters for years after production ceased. That brings us to 2025. Kawasaki didn't just bring the KX 500 back. They re-engineered it with modern tech, built it for a new generation, and somehow managed to retain that wild, untamed spirit. Design and aesthetics. One look at the 2025 KX 500, and it's obvious, this isn't some retro cash grab. It's a purpose-built machine. The frame is a hydroformed aluminum perimeter chassis, lightweight, stiff, and race-proven. It takes cues from the current KX 450, but it's reinforced to handle the torque and vibration of a big-bore two-stroke. The bodywork is aggressive and aerodynamic, with bold Kawasaki green plastics and blacked-out accents. The new shrouds improve airflow to the radiators, while the seat design improves grip and rider movement. Up front, the LED lighting is minimal but sharp. Out back, the KX 500 maintains a clean profile, free from distractions, just business. The tank is a high-capacity 2.5-gallon unit, more than enough for long desert rides or brutal motos. And for the purists, yes, it comes with a Kickstarter. But there's also an electric start tucked in cleanly for those who want convenience with their chaos. Engine and performance. At the heart of the 2025 KX 500 is a beast, a 499 cubic centimeters two-stroke engine with modern refinements. We're talking electronically controlled power valves, a smart ignition system, and precise fuel injection that brings this old-school fire breather into the 21st century. The engine features a forged piston, nickel-plated cylinder, and redesigned porting for improved combustion and torque delivery. It's smoother, more manageable, and more efficient, but it still rips power output. A jaw-dropping 78 horsepower at the crank. And torque. An arm-wrenching 62 lb-ft, all delivered with the immediacy and fury that only a two-stroke can offer. Kawasaki has managed to create an engine that retains the thrill of the original KX 500 but adds refinement, reliability, and tunability. You can customize power delivery via smartphone through the new K-Connect app, perfect for dialing it down for woods or unleashing it for the wide open. And the sound? It's glorious, a snarling, dropping reminder of what motorcycles used to be before everything got too quiet. Chassis, suspension and brakes. With that kind of power, the chassis had to be flawless. The KX 500 uses a reinforced aluminum frame with new geometry. Sharper steering, longer wheelbase, and stiffer subframe mounts for better high-speed stability. Suspension is handled by Showa. Up front, 49mm A-Kit Tech coil spring forks with adjustable high and low-speed compression. In the rear, a fully adjustable Showa balance-free rear cushion, BFRC, shock. Together, they offer over 12 inches of travel, plush for the trail, firm for the track. Braking is equally aggressive. A 270mm front disc with a Brembo twin-piston caliper, and a 250mm rear disc, both featuring wave rotors and steel-braided lines. Stopping this thing is just as important as launching it, and Kawasaki nailed the balance. Feedback is strong, and fade is minimal even in extreme conditions. Tech and rider aids. The 2025 KX500 comes with Kawasaki's K-Connect system, a Bluetooth-enabled control suite that lets riders adjust ignition timing, throttle response, power curves, and traction control from their smartphone. That's right, traction control. On a two-stroke. You can toggle between 3 rider modes: track, trail, and custom. Track mode gives you maximum power and sharp response. Trail mode smooths things out, with reduced throttle snap and gentler torque. Custom is where the magic happens. Tweak every setting to your style. There's also launch control, an optional handlebar-mounted map switch, and real-time ride analytics, all seamlessly integrated. And while it's not street legal out of the box, the KX500 comes pre-wired for lights and signals, making dual sport conversion easier than ever. Riding impressions. The 2025 KX500 is not for beginners. Crack the throttle, and you're instantly reminded why this bike had a reputation for intimidating even seasoned pros. But it's also more composed than before. Throttle mapping smooths the hit, the suspension eats up obstacles, and the chassis stays planted even under full throttle chaos. In the woods, it's surprisingly nimble, thanks to a narrower profile and more balanced geometry. In the desert, it feels unstoppable. It thrives at high speed, hovering over whoops, drifting through turns, and clawing up hills with ease, and on the track. It's brutal but rewarding. You work hard, and it pays off with adrenaline like no modern four-stroke can deliver. Maintenance and reliability. A major concern with older two-strokes was maintenance, constant top-end rebuilds, jetting hassles, and unpredictable behavior. The 2025 KX500 is engineered with durability in mind. The fuel injection system self-adjusts for altitude and temperature. The new lubrication system reduces wear. And engine internals are built to race-spec tolerances with higher heat resistance and improved longevity. Top-end rebuilds are still part of the game. This is a high-performance two-stroke after all, but intervals are significantly improved compared to its 90s ancestors. And diagnostics? Easy. The KX500's onboard ECU logs every ride, every misfire, every variable, giving you full transparency and control over maintenance schedules, pricing and availability. The 2020